king named Montheato, endless human and animal needs. In the beginning of the world, there was a great emperor named Manthato, who had great power and ruled in the 4 continents with 84,000 queens and his entourage. The people in that generation were 140 million years old, and King Manthato had a great influence. Just clap your hands when 7 precious things fall down at that time. As a child, he ran and had fun playing games for more than 80,000 years until he was 84,000 years old. His father honored him as a viceroy, has been a viceroy for 84,000 years, was crowned king of the emperor, reigned for 84,000 years. He was not satisfied with the throne, asked the servant if there is a place rich in more precious kingdoms. The great-grandmother said that there is no such thing as a deity in this world. Only the place of Chatum Maharajika is full of happiness, better than the place of human beings. King Manthato knew and took the magic object, waved the turtle to the sky, and the 4 armies went down to the Chatum Maharajika place. The devas in that place saw King Manthato, and took flowers to worship the magical throne to King Manthato. King Manthato reigned at the royal palace for 84,000 years. The king was no longer satisfied with that throne. Traz then asked the 4 kings of Tulokbal that there is a place that is richer than this. The 4 kings bowed down and said that the throne in this place is not superior to the human realm. Only the throne in the 3 realms is 100 times better. King Manthato knew and grabbed the magic object and flew to the 3 realms. Indratiraj saw King Manthato and was happy to carry flowers to worship half of the throne. King Manthato reigned half of the throne in the 3 realms, which was a very long and peaceful period, for 36 generations of Indra. His desires are not fulfilled at all. They are always half lacking. Even after ruling the magical throne for such a long time, he is not satisfied. So the king thinks, if I kill Indra and reign alone, it will be enough for my merit. Just thinking like this, the decay of the body also happens, cannot be mixed with the angels. Suddenly fell into his park in the human world as before. The park warden saw King Manthato come down from heaven, returned to the park, and bowed down to the royal family. The king, the eldest of the royal family, heard the news and was overjoyed. He went to the park with 84,000 kings and arranged for a royal throne in the park. King Manthato ascended the throne and announced to the royal family that we would never get up from this altar, and that everyone would remember that the desires of the world are vast, endless. God. He said this and so on, and he died and was reborn in accordance with his ordinances. As for the ancestor of King Manthato, who had a great influence, just clapped his hands, reigned 7 magic objects, fell from the sky, and lived a long life, and reigned as a magician, the latter 91. At that time, King Manthato was born as a poor man, in the kingdom of Punthumat, a mercenary who repaired the old clothes of the people of that kingdom. One day, the Buddhists arranged to give alms to the monks headed by the Buddha. The sad man realized that he was preparing to give alms, so he thought to himself, oh, my soul is the lowest of the poor. I do not give alms to anyone because I am poor. Now, if I do not take alms, I do not know which birth will be free from suffering, so I think, and generosity arises for the merits of the Buddha. At that time, I tried to repair a skirt for a person to get $1. Knowing that the time for giving alms was approaching, he went to the market to buy a bag of boiled beans, and put them in a bowl, reached the place of alms, did not have the opportunity to go to put the bowl, because he was poor, cheap. People do not open the opportunity to enter. I just thought that I had approached the Buddha and the monks, so I should throw the beans at the bowl of the Buddha and the monks. If I went into a single bowl, it would be very fruitful. The poor man grabbed the boiled beans and threw them away, by the power of the Buddha. The bean fell into the bowl gradually, from the bowl of the Buddha until it reached the bowl. The monk did not fall to another place. The poor man sees so greatly, and the purity becomes stronger and stronger. So I wish that by the power of my sacrifice in the future, may it be greater than the people you need sexually. If I raise my hand at any time, please let 7 magical objects fall from the sky at that time. The poor man, after his death, went to live happily in the place of angels and human beings for a long time. When he came to the beginning of the earth, he was born as the son of King Kalian Reach, named King Manthato.